years old. Shaking population. Still doing my 1-2. Shout out to G Money Bags. I'm still doing my 1-2. Brixton in the building. Y'all know I fuck with y'all. That's why y'all be coming through. He said, why Hacky Raw beefing with you? I don't know that nigga, man. I'm going to give him some light tonight because I like his channel. I actually was going to get on here and talk about his channel. I'm glad you reminded me. Let's talk about him for a minute, y'all. Listen, it's this dude on YouTube. His name is Hacky Raw, I believe. He from Philly. He got, in my opinion, no bullshit. He got the most authentic Philadelphia channel on it, and he just don't know what he is. He got to tweak his shit a little bit. He need better light and he need a better, camera and shit like that. But his content is official as a motherfucker. Anyway, whatever. For whatever reason, this nigga be putting out videos about me. He don't like me. He done put out like 15 videos about me. But hey man, whatever floats your boat. Trying to get my dribble right though. Yeah, y'all go check out his channel. He from Philly and shit, man. He got all the old stories about Cornwall Heights and Slayton Farms and Lil Larry. The problem is and shit. He said he a fan low key. He is. He started out in my comments. He was trying to cut into me because I mentioned some niggas that he know. He older than me. But he heard me talking about PU and huffing them. And he cut into me. He was in my comments one day and shit. And I didn't, I ain't had no holler for real and shit. And ever since then, he been putting out videos about me. But go fuck with his channel. Go fuck with his channel. His channel fire. If you really want the real shit about Philly, like Philly streets and shit like that, like the live shit, the history and shit, go fuck with this dude channel and shit. I watch the channel all the time. I just put him on and just let him talk and shit. And he be talking about, he said, Hacky Raw, street legend. I don't know what the nigga is, man, but he be speaking about a lot of street legends, and he be speaking about a lot of my friends and shit. Like he just did a video about Fat Lonzo from the Black Mafia and shit. Fucked me up. I couldn't believe it. Shout out to Fat Lons. Welcome home. He did a video about Fat Lonzo, who is in the prison system. We call him Brother Muhammad. He was the only one in the whole system had the feds. Like, yeah, he had the feds like Noble Drew Ali and them niggas and shit, right? I was in Albion with him. I know him, but he just said his name. He was like, welcome home, Fat Lonzo Robinson and shit. I'm like, that's my man. I know him. I know him, but he mentions a lot of people that I know. And my nigga, you should just say what's up, my nigga. Just say what's up, man. Like I don't want to work with you. I'm a fan of your channel though. Believe that. He said that must be his burner account calling him a legend. I don't know whether he a legend or not, but the people that he be talking about, the shit that he be talking about, I just told y'all his channel was official. The shit that he be saying is official because I know their history. I did a lot of time with dudes from Philly. I spent a lot of time in Philly, but he be talking about the homes and shit we was in. So it's interesting. But anyway, I seen I ain't get vaccinated, nigga. Did you get vaccinated? He said, Feds like the Moors. Yeah. He said, Hacky Raw is official. The nigga was in Slate. I mean, he was in Cornwall Heights. He was in Cornwall Heights. You wasn't no Rudy Poots up there and shit. He was talking about being at the Youth Study Center on the 5th floor and shit. A lot of my niggas is on that 5th floor up there. I think they took that Mikey T video off my channel and shit. I think they took that shit off my channel. I don't know. Anyway, subscribe to the channel. P. Cardi, thank you. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. He said, why you want to know if you got vaccinated? I don't know. He said, lay off Dark Low Gully. I ain't come here to do none of that. None of that what y'all expecting. I've been got up off that with him. I still, it's my job. I still got to cover the latest news. And I know y'all want to hear my rebuttal on it. So boom. I ain't gonna really go off into the shit that he did to get in trouble. We already know about that. It's public information. I'm gonna just, drop some game on you, my nigga. You about to go sit down and shit. They gave you 7 years, which is essentially probably like a nickel or some shit like that, a little over a nickel or something like that. You got another lie. I think they said you got to turn in September. From now until September, ain't no sleeping, my nigga. Ain't no sleep. Ain't nothing popping but recording and putting material together. So, people could have that shit and be leaking that shit and putting that shit out while you away and shit. You could break down that bid with a few projects and shit. You know what I mean? It'd be like you were still here if you have content out here. So, before you leave and shit, my nigga, make sure you do some videos. Make sure you do some songs and shit. You know what I mean? Make sure you work. Make sure you make use of the time. And when you get to, where you going and shit, sit down and write your book. Write a book on OBH and write a book on your life and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that'll keep you in the game media-wise while you gone. And, before you know it and shit, you be back. My nigga. He said that's honorable advice, man. I am who I am and shit. I'm just telling you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has a career. The biggest tragedy is losing your career and your momentum. You know what I mean? Niggas work hard for the momentum. There's people who've been working hard in music all their life and never got any momentum. He got momentum. He got a brand and shit. He can do things to protect and enhance that shit while he's away and shit. For real. If he got the right people around him, niggas run social media accounts and shit from the box and shit like that. He said Dark Low might get confronted for his paperwork in the feds. That's his business, man. Philly got to deal with that. I mean, that's their problem and shit. But if I was you and shit, you know what I mean, when you get to where you're going, I'd definitely write a book and be writing rhymes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you call home, drop a freestyle on these niggas from the box and shit like that. Keep yourself in the game. Whatever communication devices you can get to, whatever means of producing content, a conversation and shit. Keep yourself in the game. But as far as music and shit, don't leave from out here without no food for these people and shit, because you'll be forgotten over the course of these next 5 years and shit. Word. Boom. 500 burpees. Get healthy. It's called getting your dribble right. Y'all can say it, man. He could say it. Lo, you could say it. Go down there, get your dribble right, my nigga. He said catching 7 years not funny at all. Nah. Especially when you wasn't in no trouble and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said he got 1 month to record. Yeah, you can get all the rest when you get to where you're going and shit. from now until until it's time to go, get busy. Max B did good at keeping his name relevant while locked up. Max B has some help. People like Kanye West and French Montana were saying Max's name. Um, as far as music, I think they probably leaked Max music while he was away, but it was nothing that generated any publicity or buzz out here. All they got to do is record a bunch of records. Then we get there, we go to V-Don and we put it together. He said he ain't got no music though. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Dark Low was sentenced to 7 years for witness intimidation. He's a crazy young nigga, man. Crazy ass young nigga. My man said his career is over. He can rap good, but he's not 5 years wait years for him good. Hmm. Hmm. What you think about the Knicks? What about them? I'm a Laker fan. I like Julius Randle. All the little pups that was on the Knicks, they went on to be stars in other places. You said the U.S. got gold. I heard some people on the radio talking about the price of them fucking medals and shit. The medals ain't even fucking worth nothing. The medals ain't even real gold. The medals ain't even real gold. The gold medal is gold plated and some shit. It's only worth like $800. Straight up. The silver is worth $3. No bullshit. This is what you get from the act of competing for the country and shit. I guess that's the big thrill because the actual medal, it ain't worth shit. It ain't even real. Can y'all believe that? Google that shit. Are gold medals that they give out in the Olympics, are those 14 karat or 24 karat gold or anything like that? He said it's about making history. I understand that. The medal still ain't worth shit. He said I ain't surprised. Beloved Giles said him and Mel Murder will be home 2031. Damn. 7 years ain't 7 years, y'all. A gold medalist can always say they was the best at that. I understand that. The various countries give the athlete money for placing in the Olympics, endorsements, etc. I get it. 7 years fair time is probably like 5.5. He got 7 years for writing a letter. I know bank robbers that got less than 7 years and shit. You said the Euro players getting crazy too. Y'all see Patty Mills in the Olympics? Mel Murder is scheduled to come home June 2028. I think Mel Murder should just do his time and leave the internet alone. Leave what's going on out here alone. Just leave it. Do your tick, my nigga, and come home and try it again and shit, man. But I don't think they got the memo. We not on that gangster shit. That killer gangster blood, who ratted, real nigga. That shit's dead. That shit corny as fuck. You see where he at. You see where he at. So Yeah, he need to just go ahead and do his tick, man. Come home and have a new have a fresh start. He said it's all a myth. He said he felt the old abs, so he took some. He said Mel want whack 100 bad. Man, them niggas better do their time. That nigga don't want no whack 100, man. He shouldn't even be on the phone making recordings talking to them, man. Do your tick, my nigga. My man said big up, dark low. Yeah, when this shit blow over, get the dough over, my nigga. I was reading some of the comments from females reading that shit. They was like, man, these niggas act just like they like in high school and shit. He said, no wonder he was in prison. Jamar was finally done with Omar's bullshit. I never heard a 5%er cuss so much in public in my life. Jamar, I ain't never heard you cuss like that, my nigga. Jamar was pit. Jamar probably would have swung on Umar if they was in the same room. Locked up with other grown men. That's not for me. 3 gangs said, what happened to the low gun case? I get he gets. Damn. I forgot about the gun case. What happened to the gun case? He did get caught with a gun. Maybe he got some more explaining to do. I don't know. Locked up ain't for no one. Mel gonna mess around and get his case opened again, and get Jim in trouble in the process. Fucking with 6ix9ine. They locking up all gangster mob acting niggas claiming groups and shit. It's like a nationwide gang injunction. They threw the gun charge away. Why you think they say he's snitching? We ain't doing no dark low slander, jokes, or disrespect on this live. Whatever he did, that's between him and his family and shit. They the ones gonna be doing that time with him. He made a mistake, obviously. I know one thing. The rest of the time, these next 30 days that you out here, pimp, you better be pushing that content around, my nigga. Really doing a lot of recording and shit. Imagine if Tupac had 30 days before he went to jail. How many records y'all think Pac could put out? He got to do that. My man, so there's too many things to do to get locked up. Abendingo Meshach, appreciate your super chat. Peace to you and peace to the chat. 21 Savage, apologize. Mel gonna get sent to Colorado Supermax. He's already been named as the godfather of the non-trade gangsters in a court case. And he on the phone still. Just be cool, man. Just do your time, man. You're not proving anything by doing hard time. Let me explain something to you. What's the difference between doing time and doing hard time? You're not proving nothing to nobody by going to the bucket. You're not proving nothing to nobody by getting transferred on the other side of the map. You're not none of that shit. You're not proving nothing to nobody and shit. You got to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And only make your time harder. If you're gonna do time, you might as well try to do it comfortably and shit. Like, you don't get no extra points for being in the Bing. For real. Whole time and shit like that, that's nut shit. Straight up. Damon Fraser said Jim is going to get himself and others in trouble again. People that's in gangs are needed to help change the youth, showing you can be something positive. Why you say people in gangs are needed to help change the youth? Why? Please tell me why. You mean to tell me we ain't got no better mentors or role models and shit? Half J, you see me, mommy? I mean, you see me, homeboy? I think the feds use a 6'9" and whack 100 to still flaunt him around to antagonize and lure other niggas out. You gotta be careful. Joining a gang is a choice. Tupac would have went in. The guy would have done like 7 LPs in that space of time. Dark Low is going to be Muslim once he gets to jail. Yo. Hey, yo. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. If you no, don't do that. Don't do that. Stay Israelite. If you left Islam to be an Israelite, I assume that your understanding and your comprehension was better and your peace was more established as being a Hebrew Israelite. When you get to where you're going, it's going to be great influence to be a Sunni again. If you go to the penitentiary and turn back Sunni, it's just going to look all crazy, man. It is. It is. He said if they were in gangs, they need to do something to correct their past. I believe they can help. I believe they can help. My man said the feds run that Clubhouse app. Brother Garfield just dropped a book, Destroying the Black Hebrew Israelite. 6ix9ine said Shotty shot up the wrong whip and hit it 15 times. They said Shotty wasn't nothing to play with. You see that little nigga had juice. Jim claimed 9 Trey Billy in the verses. And what happened to the gun case he had in Atlanta? I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to anybody's gun cases. Dark Low turning Israelite is cool. No disrespect, but most black Americans do not know themselves. I'm Sudanese, so I know my culture. A lot of my black brothers do not. Leak is jealous of Low. For what? Arab turned over the OBH brand officially to Leak Moss this past week, I'm told. What y'all think he gonna do? Not too many of the gang OGs have much going on themselves. If they took what they have and used to change the youngest direction, it may be a difference. Mel Matrix needs to grow up. I think he needs to chill out. I think he need to be cool. You see, Dark Low got witness intimidation. You got to be careful. Don't forget the 6ix9ine is a witness. Gotta handle. You gotta handle that whole situation with care. Be careful what you say and how you interact with him. He's a witness, and this is playing out publicly. They got the footage, so be cool. Leak Moss is a better lyricist than Dark Low, but Dark Low is a better rapper. Did y'all see the footage of what's going on in the airports after my live? I told y'all it's been hectic in the fucking airports. Y'all be careful. It's Hebrew Israelites in the federal system. Pretty sure they deep. He find his pocket. Y'all like this video? It's almost 600 people here. He says 6ix9ine like the boogeyman right now. He said the brothers never heard of COINTELPRO. Kanye West Donda review. Is anybody in here anticipating Kanye West? Anybody? Anybody? Hey yo, we anticipating the Jadakiss album. Esco got some cuts. I be trying to tell people, man, y'all not gonna force Kanye West on us. He be putting all them fucking masks on and camping out in the fucking stadium, doing all this weird shit. That shit don't mean nothing to black people. It don't. Motherfucker, you better get a hit. I read his track list on my live the other day. This nigga got like 50 features. He did a Kanye, he did like a We the Best joint, like DJ Khaled. How could Kanye exist with niggas like Jadakiss around? How could Kanye exist with niggas like Jadakiss around? Y'all see what that real rap? Y'all see what that real rap do? It squeeze all that weird shit out. It squeeze it out. Ain't nobody even talking about them niggas right now. Kanye can't get no buzz right now. I can't get no tick. The stage, the mics, they still on fire and shit. We still dealing with that. We can still feel that shit. Can't you feel that shit in your soul? Just think of, close your eyes, think about the verse now. Fire. Fire. He said Nasir Jones' new joint. Fire. He got some joints on there. They gave the Locks the key to the city of Yonkers for that shit, yo. Did you see that? Well deserved. They gave them niggas the key to the city for that, for putting on that show like that in front of the whole world. Kanye got one of the best catalogs. Kanye gets smoked by Jadakiss too. Fuck out of here. People be trying to gas Kanye up. It's a list. I got a list of niggas better than Kanye. Like 15 niggas. Kanye a producer. He make a couple nice joints. He get off every now and then. Y'all need to stop that. Nas is the best MC with the worst beat selection. Facts. He said they got the key to the city for a quadruple homicide. Kanye would. We don't even listen to Kanye all like that. Next topic. Like this video. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Dark Low was sentenced to 7 years in the federal system. If he's smart, he'll take his time, to write a book and shit like that. Make sure you pushing some content from the joint. My apologies for disrespecting Nas saying he got bodied. I went back and listened. They had to change the beat because he went off beat. Jeremy, I appreciate your super chat. He said they fucked over Dark Low. He did some. He made some poor decisions, yo. He made some poor decisions. The shit that he said in the letter, writing a letter with the name of a serial killer is bad. That's the first bad. I ain't gonna go no further into what Dark Low did to get in trouble. But writing a letter to a witness, to a federal witness, in the name of a notorious Philadelphia killer was just a bad decision. It went totally bad from there. You couldn't write the letter from John Smith or Raheem Taylor or some shit like that. Ron Harvey was just the wrong thing. But he said, who writes a letter to a witness? Just a bad decision, man. Kanye invited the Locks to get on Donda. I bet he did. Everybody trying to get some of that momentum. I got some. Y'all see that joint? Y'all see my post analysis of the Locks in the Diplomats battle when I got on the Dan Marino? That shit viral like a motherfucker. That's the best post conference online right now. You want to see it? Play that shit back. It's right there on my channel. It's called Let's Talk About Everything Wrong with the Diplomats. He said he should have just did nothing but mind his business. Correct. Everyone forgot about Snoop Dogg and DMX verses. There's levels to this shit. It's hard to go on right now. Who can come behind the Locks versus the Diplomats? They can't do nothing but get somebody like 50 Cent and them niggas and shit. They need somebody huge. They need a whale. They need 50 Cent and Rick Ross or some shit like that. I don't know if 50 can beat Rick in a versus battle. I don't know. He said, would you interview the Dips? I've interviewed all of them except for Cameron. He said they forgot about Jeezy and Gucci. We can't remember none of them niggas. 50 Cent and Rick Ross ain't gonna be in the same room, I don't believe. I don't think 50 Cent behave. Said the Dungeon Family versus the Wu. Non-cipher. Y'all share this live. Dark Low was sentenced to 7 years for a mishap. We wish him the best. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. He said you wildin'. 50 mixtapes, power of dollar. I don't know if 50 can beat Rick Ross in a versus battle. Who got 50 Cent over Rick Ross in the versus? Let me see what y'all feel. Y'all can start putting people against Wu-Tang. Can't nobody versus battle Wu-Tang. Can't nobody versus battle no Wu-Tang. Rick Ross, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, Ross. It's even. Subscribe to the channel. It's even. It's even. People got different tastes in music. It's dead even. Maybe they should set that up. Only person I see battling Jadakiss at this point is the Broad Street Bully, Beanie Siegel. I told y'all to tag Beanie. Beanie and Jada, they need to run that back. Who won the first time? Who won the first time between Beanie and Jada? Didn't Beanie win that? Siegel, Ty, Jada, Beanie, Kiss, Beanie won. We got Beanie. They need to run that back. There you go. He said Beanie's health is not there to go for 3 hours. They don't need to go for 3 hours. All they need is 10 joints. I had to stop eating red meat because I ate too many Beanie Macs. Jada. Cassidy versus Freeway. We need people that got, listen, y'all. Y'all can't just be throwing these types of people into the battle. After the Locks Dipset battle, the talent can't do nothing but escalate. We need heavyweight battles from here on out. But we're not tuning in. Sun kissed like a soda. Y'all share this live. Follow me on Twitter at Gully TV1. My Twitter been smacking lately. It's because that post game interview. Me and Ankasa, the post game interview. J. Cole or Kendrick? Kendrick overrated like a motherfucker. Why is Kendrick such a big dog? For one project, y'all help me out. Let's clear this shit up right now before we go any further. What's up with this Kendrick shit? Y'all act like Kendrick got a resume like Game or something like that. Definitely overrated. They hit him with the overrated. Oh yeah, he's finished. Ooh-wee. Kendrick, you need to come on out here and do something, man. Your reputation ain't good, man. It could be your work ethic. We know you could put some shit together. He said you be saying anything. Nah. That's not what I'm saying. He fired, but he need more. People be crowning him amongst the GOATs, and he need more. He said you a Kendrick hater. I said his pen is nice. He nice. I just never got the hype to begin with. It might be the Black Eminem voice. I don't know. They said his voice is trash. I'm trying to keep up with him. He said Lil Wayne versus Drake. Weezy can't battle Drake. Fab already was in a battle. We need more. Kendrick, we need more. He said Royce is disappointing me, not responding. Shh. I don't know what's up with Royce. I hope he plotting a move. Mickey Fax is going crazy on the internet. Shout out to Mick. Mickey Fax is going crazy on the internet right now. He got shit out. He got fire out here. I'm telling you. Make sure you following him on Instagram. Busta Rhymes versus Ludacris. That might be a battle. Busta and Ludacris. That's a battle. Jeremy says, I'm pissed at Royce. Mickey made himself known if you didn't know him before. Facts. Mickey want to smoke with Royce. Hazelnut, facts. Hmm. I feel like the niggas going at him at the same time touched the nerve. Black Thought versus Kiss. Nah, we want Beanie Siegel versus Jadakiss. Tag the niggas. Tag the niggas in this live. Share it to them on Twitter. Royce think Mickey not on his level, so he not worth a response. Ooh. Mickey Facts fire right now. Mickey Facts fire right now. I gotta see more. I need to see more. He said Kiss the Mayweather versus the city of Yonkers is think they're undefeated. Yeah. DMX beat Snoop Dogg, Jada and Fab, and then the Dipset versus the Locks. Royce better respond because he killed him. Beanie might not have that stage performance to compete. I like Royce, but he don't want no smoke. Y'all share this, like this video. 700 people here. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Make sure y'all follow my sports channel, Gully TV Sports. Make sure you subscribe. The link is in the description. He said DMX did not beat Snoop. So who won? Who won? He said an East Coast bias. Milton was popping. He said Jimmy versus Conway. After losing to the Locks, that's lot the Conway Jim Jones little thing that lost all the steam. Lost all the steam. A couple people said Snoop. He said that wasn't a battle to me, Snoop and X. Nicosia Connection. I want to see that. Make sure you follow me on IG, Gully TV World. I follow back. I need to see that. DM it to me. Mm-hmm. MC Light versus Queen Latifah. That sounds dope to me. What's the official response from Royce? Nothing. He's still posting videos on Instagram of Loopy and shit like that. Free Dark Low. He was actually had my top list. You could still fuck with him. He's still out here. Still got like about another month before he got to turn himself in. They said he got to turn himself in September. From now until September, he shouldn't get no sleep. Should be all studio work, all rec. Leave an impact. I'm only on YouTube, already following you. Will post more videos. You can share it to me. I believe in the YouTube, the DM in the YouTube community. Just tag me to it or something like that. He said, "What pissed me off about Royce was when his response was he got friend too. I thought it was going down." Foxy can't keep up with Little Kim in a battle. Sorry. Diplomats would have won with JR and Hell Rail. I don't know about that, man, but it would have been different. It would have been a lot different. It would have been a lot easier to judge instead of being so one sided. It was a sweep. Jay-Z wrote most of Foxy's hits. He said 7 summers and 7 winters is a long time. Yeah, 7 calendars. It's like 5.5 in the feds, I believe. Bobby Shmurda just did it. Rowdy Rebel just did it, right? They back out here, right? The fuck? What's the name just did, I think, a nickel. Gorilla Black. People didn't even notice he was gone. He back. Royce wanted to debate and make rules when he should have responded. I think Royce is working on something. I think he's working on something too. Mickey Fax got the upper hand in the situation right now. He said Gorilla did 9. God damn, that's a dime. Sheesh. Damn, that's a design. Niggas be spitting out these designs, man. I don't know how y'all do it. Ooh wee. He said the game gonna be different in 5 years. He said, "What's the video with Bobby with the coke on his nose? I ain't hip." He said, dead and incarcerated rappers with a wave right now, unfortunately. Royce letting him empty the clip. That M verse on Nas' album was to get Royce hype. That M verse wasn't all that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Uh-uh. Do Ransom got a new joint? Yep. My man said, P. Shaw said it was trash. Trash. He said M went crazy. Man, come on, man. Cut it the fuck out. He was better off putting somebody out the streets on that shit, man. Asics. People always hating on him. Man, the shit that he be coming, his approach, I believe he be trying to demonstrate his lyrical patterns and he be trying to demonstrate too much with a verse, man. Just spill it, man. That's it. Thoughts on Whack 106.9 interview. Fire. Hey, yo. Y'all know that's fire. Y'all watching that shit. Y'all watching that shit. That's what made Mel Murder respond. Rick Ross, Gucci, and Jeezy about to go on tour. We don't listen to it. He said Dark Low was in his late 30s. Bobby was young when he got locked up. Man, I don't know. He said, I watched it. Everybody watched it. He said, Jim Jones called Mel for backup. Mel, the real crash dummy. Man. He said Mel was nice with members of Bird Gang. King X, kicks God every now and then. He said 6ix9ine was not a writ. 6ix9ine would not admit he was not a real nigga. That shit made me mad. What's a real nigga? My man said Mel a real one. He solid. He took it on the chin. Let me explain something to y'all about that, right? When in terms of prison sentences, when niggas be like they took it on the chin, niggas didn't have no choice. When they give it to you, you don't got no choice. You don't. And you don't get no points. You don't get no points. You don't do nothing but you had no choice. You don't do nothing but lose time off your biological clock, productive time, where you could have been doing something. So I hate when niggas try to make it sound like it's cool or it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, pimp. Tell the truth. Believe me, taking it on a chin is not writing letters to the judges and pleading, for leniency and shit like that. That's not taking it on the chin. You ate that. You bought that. You ate that. Just say what it is and shit. Don't try to glamorize it because it ain't. It's not what's up. It's fucked up. And after this interview, him speaking on the live to Jim or whatever, some more shit gonna happen on the internet. He gonna be forgotten all over again. If back to whatever his reality is doing time. He said, "Yeah, don't lie to the kid." There's something that I totally didn't understand about that, and I ain't gonna say nothing else about it, right? When he was speaking to Wack 100, he was saying something like they represent the same thing or they represent the same flag or something like that. Ain't that what he said? Ain't that that's what he was saying? Ain't that what he was saying? Kind of like we represent the same thing or something like that. That's what he was saying, right? Right? Them Cali niggas don't respect, acknowledge, affiliate, assimilate with New York gang culture on no level. To say that y'all was the same was mind-boggling to me. And I know it was puzzle. I know it puzzled the fuck out of them niggas from Cali and shit. But I was like, man, I'm like, man, come on, man. Come on, my man. Come on, my man. My man. Come on, my man. Come on, my man. I was like, damn. But he said, Wack kept correcting him. Umpire rule. What Dark Low did is tampering. Jim should have had a conspiracy charge at least. He said the West Coast be clowning the East. Mel crazy. Yeah, he like gave them niggas something to joke about. Could you imagine them niggas that's really, from the blood culture on the West Coast listening to him saying that, we the same? I know they was like, man, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? It's not the same. It's never been the same. It shouldn't. It should have just been left in jail, yo. Period. He said, New York City, UBN do not have any Cali lineage to any LA hood. Facts. He said he was talking about representing stand-up dudes and not associating with rats. You bugging. That's not what he said. That's not what he was implying. That's not what he was implying, man. Don't do that. I'm not here. I'm not trying to make Mel Murder look bad. I know his brother personally and shit. I talk to him and shit. Like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just keeping it real about the message. Like he shouldn't have recorded that. He shouldn't be fucking with 6ix9ine. Period. My man said goofy gang shit. Yeah. He said, don't underestimate how that gang culture evolved. A lot of members met via the feds and connected hoods. It still don't do anything productive, or it don't contribute to anything positive in society. What do gangs do? One person tell me, it's almost 800 people here. Can anybody tell me, what do gangs do? What do it do for you? Besides offer you probably some type of protection in jail. What do we do? Tell me. Get a lot of niggas booked. Get a lot of niggas locked the fuck up. Nothing. Destroy lives. Get niggas locked up. There it is. So just be done with it. He said being destructive and repulsive. Ignorance. He said it came from the Black Panthers. He said Mel Matrix still who banging at an old age. They don't do shit but send black men to the graveyard and prison. That's the most accurate assessment that came through the chat right there, from top to bottom. Jail and the motherfucking cemetery. You don't need no gang. You're born with one. Your siblings, your cousins and shit, your family members. I know they be tripping, and you got a right to, choose your own associates and shit like that. Sometimes strangers become your family, but y'all see the results, and y'all see what Mel Matrix had. He said Crips and Bloods did not come from the Black Panthers. He said Jim Jones act like he's with the bullshit. PJs, thank you. That's why I love Philly. They tried to bring the blood Crip stuff here the early 2000s. They gang up because most be soft alone. All them West Coast gangbangers been laughing at us New Yorkers and even more. There's many successful gang members. They should stand up and be acknowledged. M-Dub, thank you. He said the diplomats need to show some brotherhood. The diplomats just make me lose energy, man. I just lose my energy just thinking about it. I just feel like it's hectic right now. LA dudes don't even recognize other sets in Cali, let alone East Coast lames. Who has more gang members online, East or West? East. Easy. Easy. That's a good question. Let's pose that to the chat. Who the deepest online? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Who the deepest online, yo? East Coast gang members or the West Coast? You say you seen the kick excuse with Styles and Cam? Yeah, we accept it. Let's get over it. It's done. My man said the East Coast Bloods run the internet. He said the East Coast be posting sets on Facebook. Oh, shit. He said that the East Coast be having Facebook groups. Oh, shit. It was a lot of Bloods on MySpace and shit like that. When MySpace first came out, niggas was on MySpace. They even had blood wallpaper on MySpace. MySpace is banging like a motherfucker. Shit crazy. He said all East Coast Bloods have a YouTube channel. Gangs are so pointless. Even our government does nothing because they know they still have what they started with. Nothing. There's no structure. It's a deadly game of tag. He said, Gully, you think niggas still scared of New York niggas? I don't know when anybody was scared of anybody. A man said, them West Coast niggas still wear Jerry curls. My man said, East Coast Bloods will let Paris Hilton join. I think they put Lil Wayne on. That's corny, Jerry Bailey. That's corny. We don't entertain shit like that. Shout out to the Locks. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at GullyTV1. Mikey T been getting a good night's sleep. Mikey T worked through the storm. Once the Jadakiss situation happened, Locks and Dipset, niggas stopped talking about Mikey T. The internet, the algorithm moved on. It moved on. Them couple days it was on you, Mikey, you better try to do your thing. West Coast gang members have more documentaries. Real New Yorkers rep their hood or no, they're not. Did you know that Cam brokered the deal for the Dips and the Locks in the Versus battle? He's an excellent businessman. He's a terrible point guard. He's been proven to be an excellent businessman. Brian Gilchrist, you see me? The only Najee, not in a million years. I don't have it's a news article. You could read further into the Dark Low situation. Like I said, I didn't come here to bring no slander about his case and nothing like that. He did what he did. I wish him the best, but you can go read it. It's a lengthy article. It's a lengthy article. It's like a motion picture. They spilled the beans. They said everything that was going on. King Black Bolt, super chat. I appreciate you. How did Jimmy beat the wiretap, or the feds? Or are the feds working on something bigger? I have no idea, but the wiretap situation has been raised repeatedly lately. He better stay off that fucking phone with Mel Murder, a potential co-defendant. What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on, man. He said, stop ignoring the 6ix9ine and Wack 100 situation. I said what I had to say about it. Wack 100 winning what? Wack 100 winning that whole situation. Wack 100 is booming right now. Wack 100, his name is in the homes of white folks, Italian folks, Bosnian, Czechoslovakian, Puerto Rican, Egyptian, Chinese, Cape Verdean. His name is intertwined with 6 people. Are like, who the fuck is Wack 100? People was asking me. People was asking me in my comments. People was tweeting me, who was Wack 100? What do we do and shit? All because out of everything he's done on the internet so far, it's people that just found out who the fuck he was because of 6ix9ine. P. Capes, yes. Shit, my man said Boz did. 6ix9ine got the biggest fucking audience in the fucking world, yo. Out of all the rappers, 6ix9ine got the biggest audience. Period. It ain't even close. Brooklyn Kennedy, I appreciate your super chat. First of all, New York ain't Jack and blood or Crip. It's only a select few lame bozos. Please don't put that on all of New York. The only gangs in New York were DSEP and Low Life. Brooklyn Kennedy, I appreciate your super chat. He said I'm lying. 6ix9ine is the big dog in hip hop. Y'all can't be serious. Why is this thing with Wack 100 and 6ix9ine? Why is it a big deal? Why are we talking about it? Why are we talking about it? If it don't mean nothing, why are we talking about it? 6ix9ine, the one that set this shit off with Mel Murder. 6ix9ine, the reason the Mel Murder is on the phone explaining, talking about, whatever he had to say. 6ix9ine did that. He pressed that button. All facts. All facts. All facts. He says 6ix9ine is the big dog in the internet, not hip hop. Let me rephrase that. You correct. He's the big dog in the internet. Good money. He said 6ix9ine baiting them all. He ain't just baiting them all. These niggas are accepting the incentive of going viral. Man, I'm going to say something back to this motherfucker. Get my name popping real quick. Everybody don't get the opportunity to mingle. Everybody don't get a chance to dance with the devil. 6ix9ine giving these niggas jump shots. They jumping. They hopping straight at it. They hopping straight at it. He said, thanks for the rephrase. You got it. He said, Gully, you're wrong. In New York in the 90s, they must have been 1,000 different crews. I know that. That's original, homegrown, neighborhood wreck. Period. That's not taking somebody else's Don't y'all know that OG Mac, I guess either he lied or admitted he lied or was found out to had lied and said that he was in Cali and learned some shit and met some niggas or was down with some niggas and brought that shit back to 183rd and some old shit. You know what the fuck he said. It was all a lie. And they still doing it. Yeah, he lied. And they still doing it. They know it's a lie. He said, so Dark Low turned himself in already? No. He got to turn in September. P. Capes TV. You should have said something, pimp. I appreciate your super chat. 6ix9ine got to study Donald Trump because their tactics are so similar. The shit that he did with 6ix9ine was good money. Kendio, hit me up. I got a new Jack, same number. That shit that he did with Whack 100, that's good content. Are y'all not entertained? Are y'all not entertained? It obviously pressed a button with Jim Jones. It obviously pressed a button with Jim Jones. He got Mel Murder on the line. I thought the New York Blood started on Rikers. It was called the UBM first. Pimp. The majority of people I know from New York claim Blood or Crip. Is sad. Corey King got cut because OG Mac and Corey King was telling the truth the whole time. That shit will be forgot about in a few weeks. He said he tried to do it with Gilly, and Gilly probably really mad right now that he didn't do it. Yeah, Gilly declined. Gilly declined it. Sticking to the real nigga code. Whack 100 stepped in there and got that money. Stepped in there and got, and I know what everybody gonna say. It ain't everything about money, and it ain't. But this is the media. This is media. 6ix9ine is a part of it. He told on some niggas. He did. They shouldn't have had him in their game. His name is Daniel Hernandez. Hey, yo. They shouldn't have had him in the gang. They shouldn't have. A man said New York turned into Compton mixed with Chicago. Who would have ever thought? Whack 100 was discussed at my white Italian dinner table last night. I told y'all he didn't date an invasion. Never heard of him. He said Whack 100 trying to sell 6ix9ine and Blueface fight for $20 million. If there's any sports betting or any betting involved with a fight between Blueface and 6ix9ine, I'm taking 6ix9ine. I'm taking 6ix9ine. If they get a fight going, I'm taking 6ix9ine. And I'm betting. Facts. Danny, Dancing Dan. Who would y'all take between Blueface and 6ix9ine? You already seen 6ix9ine trying to rumble at the airport. When them niggas jumped on him at the airport, he was in there trying to mix. He said Blueface got hands. And I'm taking 6. I'm taking 6. He said you're going to lose like the Dipset prediction. I'm due for a bet. What's the over-under? Charleston White gets his head cracked for dissing. Charleston White, man. Charleston White better leave them gang niggas alone. Charleston White better leave them gang niggas alone. My man, the super, hold on, I'm trying to catch up with you. What's the over under 6ix9ine get his? What's the over under Charleston White get his head cracked for dissing the dead and Jay Prince and Mob James' brother? Man said I got blue. Man, I'm taking 6. He said Blueface just want a match in the bear. Man, don't you know 6ix9ine gonna go in there and try to die? That nigga Mexican. That nigga go in there to mix for his. He already been humiliated, called a rat. He gonna be like, this is my only chance. This is my only chance. I'm the worst rat. If I could prove I'm a real nigga, but let me just whoop this nigga in front of everybody. Man, 6ix9ine gonna go in there pugging for his. Charleston White. Fucks he give none. He said, nah, Gully. Blue can really fight. Man, I'm taking 6. Charleston White really protected by the higher ups. He wouldn't have been fucking with them gang niggas when they was in their prime. He wouldn't have been doing that shit. He better leave them niggas alone. Hey, yo, the record, the survival rate of niggas who be antagonizing them gang niggas is not good. It's just not. Man, I'm taking 6. Blue is Golden Glove ready. He said, I can see 6ix9ine getting punched all on the ring, around the ring, going crazy, falling all over the place. Gully TV, you pick losers. Remember the versus battle. The Dipset suffered from the lack of a playlist. Jeremy, I appreciate your super chat. 6ix9ine can't wait to shine on a rapper that call himself a real one. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I hope them niggas get that fight organized. I'm taking 6. Gully, could you imagine getting 7 years for doing some dumb shit? Nope. Can't even imagine it. Especially if you done been to the penitentiary before. I wouldn't have been in the courtroom or nothing. He didn't just write the letter. He was at the courtroom and everything. He was trying to prove he a real nigga. Stop being a victim of a social prison. That means adhering to the expectancy of your social circle. You better do what's right what's right for you. Your social circle don't do no bids. Social circles don't do no bids. He said, won't wish prison on my worst enemy. He said it's gonna be hard. 6ix9ine talking about 20 million. (6ix9ine) said Alpo slapping niggas. LL Cool J versus Jay-Z. Them niggas ain't doing no versus battle. They ain't got enough bread for them niggas. Them niggas gonna act for a fortune. (6ix9ine) to be smart for real. The more he talks shit, the more these people watching. Watching you for years. Thank you. He watched too many gangster movies. We don't want to see LL Cool J, man. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. He said, where's Apple getting all this money from? Maybe he has a job. course I got Elise's. I got all them old sneakers except for thick British Knights. I'm due for some quilts any day now. I just ain't took no time to, chase them down or order them. I ain't got no lottos either. I thought gangsters stay low and get money. Non-believer, what up? A gang got busted in New York City called JetBlue. Have y'all seen what's been going on in the airports? 6ix9ine will slip up and do something stupid again, and they'll have his ass in more ways than one. He's one of those dudes that doesn't learn. He got a lot of money. That phrase comes from this book right here. This is Helene Flowers. If you ever seen the documentary Thug Life in DC, he was one of the young boys that had life sentence. He home now, but he put that term in his book. He said what's going on in the airports. Chaos. I don't know whether it's a lot of people accepted unemployment, I guess, during the pandemic, and they're enjoying, having their feet up, getting that free money. And because of that, a lot of these airports and a lot of businesses are claiming to be understaffed. And these people's literally losing their mind. They walking out the job and shit like that. He said, yeah, he was 15, shot someone in DC. Flights getting canceled left and right. What you know about the best out? That's Gene Dill. That's his era. He be talking about them. Flights getting canceled. Yeah. If you don't got the fly, I wouldn't do it right now. I saw an airline staff quitting the airport. Godfather of Harlem come back on tonight. Ooh, that's good money. I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate all the super chatters. Go watch my my video I did, the recap of the locks and the diplomat versus battle. It's epic. And I'm up out of here. Follow me on IG, Gully TV World, and follow my other platform, Gully TV Sports. Those airlines are forcing staff to take the fake cure or they lose their job. Them staff be mostly black. That's why they short of staff. Oh, they want niggas to get vaccinated. They spitting and yelling at airport workers. Can No Limit use Snoop in the versus battle? I would. I don't think Kurt Bone completed that. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. I got to get up out of here, man. Subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV, and hit the bell so you get the notifications. You can catch me live again. I'm up out of here. Y'all all be cool. One.